Good morning, guys. When I started investing into GameStop, the float was 66 million shares, and it was 97% institutionally held, yet the world was telling you it was short around 226%, then 140%, and then all of a sudden overnight, 8%. And they were telling you it's over, you can't even get involved with it. Once again, it's a bankrupt company, and it's going to go bankrupt. It's the next Blockbuster. That's what I was told. I started buying it. People told me I didn't know what I was buying, the value of it, and they started talking, every other metric. And I just said, well, let me just buy this thing. Let me hang on to it. Let me see what it does. Let me believe in something. And over those last almost 5 years now, it's been pretty amazing. GameStop is now a profitable company. GameStop has over $9 billion cash. They also have $500 million worth of Bitcoin. And they're not going bankrupt, right? They're not falling apart. The pandemic is one thing. For all those shares that they were short, the shorts had a reason to be short. That was my point. They probably had a reason because of brick and mortar. They probably had a reason because they had people on the board of directors doing everything wrong for GameStop. But now that GameStop's fully transitioned and they're pivoting out of that and they're profitable, what's your reason for shorting the stock now? The equivalent of 80 million shares today would be 20 million shares then. So that means 1/3 of the whole company is short, which is crazy to have that many shares short. Because as GameStop has come out with offerings and they've done convertible notes, senior convertible notes, those are all people investing money into GameStop. So I would anticipate those shares being held. The average price of the offerings and the average price of the bonds are around $30. I'm just ballparking. It's $28, $29. So the price of the stock is $23 right now. And they just hold it down. They just don't care. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna hold it right here, and we're not gonna let it go up. Well, guys, I'm gonna be here with you. Sorry, I gotta get in the gate. We're good. I'm gonna be here with you guys. And because this thing's going to go to the damn moon. There's nothing they can do. But the giveaways were these two ETFs that they came out with, these volatility ETFs, things to hold it down as it explodes. You start reading into them, right? The IGME and the GMEU, all these T-Rex this, T-Rex that. Bitwise makes one, gets an ETF going. It didn't matter because they're just getting in without having to buy GameStop shares. It means that they're going to go along for the ride with GameStop as it runs, but they never have to buy the shares. So as the shorts close, based off of the profits of GameStop, they're using GameStop against itself. That's okay. Tesla did the same thing. Tesla still went crazy. GameStop's going to do this, and it's still going to go crazy. So I'm super excited for everybody, all of us that have been here for a long time, because whenever you see something new happening for GameStop, on the plumbing side, that's a giveaway. But 5 years is nothing. I literally blink my eyes and it's like day one. I'm good. Let GameStop keep doing what it's doing. More profits, more cash. They're going to keep shorting. Every profitable quarter, they've increased their short position. 70% increase. If you don't know what that means, they went from 6% to 11%, from 11 to 19%, and that's the reported short. The float's only 447 million shares, and you have over 80 million shares short. Reported. There's no way. There's no way they can explain this away. Why would you short it now with $9 billion cash? It's not going bankrupt. It can't. Your short thesis is what exactly? And they're like, well, top line revenue shrinking. It was supposed to shrink. GameStop used to be 7 companies. They're a holding company. They used to have a Mac company, a Funko company, a collectibles thing. They used to have this other AT&T part company. Like, they had all this stuff added into the revenue, where it's like, well, this is what GameStop used to be, and now it's just GameStop, right? So if people only knew, they're making more money per man hour. Their PSA partnerships is phenomenal, and their margins are increased from 16% in 2022 quarter four. They're now at 34.5% as of last quarter. Like that, those are huge improvements that nobody talks about. The free cash flow's improvement. They had a $300 million swing on free cash flow. They're operationally profitable. You name it, they're profitable, and this is going to be fun to be a part of. This is where we start. So, reported short, one thing. Going along for the ride? Well, that's everybody. Let's go do this. Yeah, I've seen some crazy valuations on Wall Street. I'm not talking about GameStop, because GameStop's undervalued right now. To have, cash per share $20, $21, and the price on the market's 23. That's crazy. But now the crazy stuff is like Nvidia, the other things they're trying to put in front of you that have no value. You'll find out. But let's go get it. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I showed up at my pop's house. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna help him. He wants to cut down a tree. That's what I'm gonna do this morning. Peace.